want to suggest a different way to try to manifest things. Manifestation, law of attraction, spiritual living, we're one. It is what it is. It's a huge fad right now. And some of it's really beautiful and some of it can get us into trouble. And it's important to keep an open mind and not to do blind belief on any which way, because we're still figuring this out. This is still a very new science. It's still being studied in a lot of ways. And even those who lead others, we don't know everything, and we're still figuring out things as we go. So here's a little hack that I have been playing with lately, and I've found myself recommending to lots of people lately, both clients, people I mentor, people I do readings for, and also friends in my personal life. And I've also been experimenting with it myself, and it's working pretty well. So here it is. When you're trying to create or manifest a situation in your life, there's this belief that you have to make it happen, especially for the badass women that I know, because we go out and get things done. But it doesn't always work that way. So if you do that and it works, then great, keep doing it. But if you're trying to do that and you're feeling drained, or things just don't really seem to be flowing, or it's taking your energy in such a way that it doesn't feel empowering to you, or when you think about it, it makes you feel like you're grinding or pushing or anxious or anything like that, try to think about it like, rather than creating something or making something happen, think about it like you are calling something in, calling it in, like you're sending your wish out on the wind, because this universe we live in is conscious. It's so easy for us to forget and think that, oh, it's us acting on this like inanimate matter that can be molded and respond to us and our minds and our thoughts and our emotions, but it also has a consciousness of its own. Also, we live in a multiverse, so there are very many different things happening at any given time that you can tune into based on your vibration. So if what you are wanting is most highly aligned with that which you are here to do, which is the goal, that gives you an extra little push forward, and you'll see things start to fall into place. And also, there is a reality that wants you to come take up that space in it. If you're wanting to be a teacher, there are people who need to hear what you have to say. If you're wanting to create art or speak your truth in some way, it is going to answer the prayers of people. Whatever you want to do, especially if it's coming from a place of what you naturally need to give, what it is yours to overflow and blossom out into the world, there is another end over there of people or a situation or animals or the ecosystem or whatever it is that is waiting for you to come fill that spot that you're wanting to fill. So there is a way that you can manifest, which is, okay, you think of what you want, you make it really firm in your mind, you fill it up with an emotion, you release it, and then it will go out and kind of click into the universe and then come back to you. Yes, that's a way to do it. And I also invite you to try to think about what you want, make it very clear, put the vision around you of whatever it is, step into it, feel that emotion, and then rather than send it out and act on the universe, imagine that you are rising up and send it out like a call. Send it out like a beacon or a siren song or a lighthouse. Send it out like you're calling, like you're singing a song that will activate the little switches of what you need to come back to you, to show up for you so you can show up for it. Because always, of course, it's great to include service. And if you are living in your truth, you're gonna want to give. We do naturally want to give. We like having community. We're community creatures. So it's a good idea to match up in that way. Even if what you need is to just refill and heal before you can necessarily give anything, once you are refilled and healed, you will be able to give. And also, I want to remind you, there are many, many, many healers out here who it is their role to heal. So even if what you need is healing, send the call out and allow this conscious universe that is more than the sum of its parts to feel what you need and also help you get it, help give it to you, help line you up so it's there. So yeah, try to send out the call and then try to practice your receiving. That's definitely one that's a struggle for many of us, including me. Receiving is not the forte. But that's why it's so exciting to learn, because if you've already manifested all this cool stuff, then when you receive it, when you get better at receiving, wow, what's going to happen, right? Yeah, we're building this together, reminding you guys that you're doing great. We're all doing great. We're going as fast as we can with what we've got. We're doing our best. We're showing up best we can, and inviting you to show up more, inviting you to step into your power more, inviting you to try new things and experiment a little bit, and allow yourself to grow and change, and allow others to grow and change, because that's what keeps it juicy, you know? I love you guys. Try out the calling method and see how it goes. And also, it's always nice to work with the phases of the moon, because it lets us remember what it is that we're doing here. And it's a good way to check in, because here's a new moon again. How are things going? Here's a full moon again. How are things going? Regardless of whether or not you follow the moon, definitely try the calling thing. You can also mix that with prayer. If you're of the more religious type who likes to pray to God, Jesus, Allah, any of those guys, or ladies, you can try that too, rather than just saying directly, speaking to them in that way. You can also imagine that you're doing a vibrational call, so you're calling it from wherever it is to come in your experience and asking for the blessing of the deity that you prefer. But you don't have to believe in a deity to do this. It's really just spirit tech. You can bend it to whatever you want. That's the nice thing about true spirituality, is that it can be folded into any spiritual tradition. And they're all really saying the same thing if you look deep enough, if you do them right, and you actually follow the tenets. Okay, love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your season wherever you are. It's winter here. Bulk is coming soon, but we're still in the hibernation time, and I'm definitely feeling it, and it's great. Okay, many, many blessings.